edition of this show. Before I tell you what we've got coming up on today's show, firstly, I've got to thank all those people who emailed in about the show we did on youth gangs in the capital. Many of you shared your views on why you believe young people are in their backs, not only on education, but also their families as well. So because of that, we're going to do a follow-up show in a couple of weeks. And what you'll need to do is email us. Email feedback@thetrevorblackmanshow.com. It's there at the bottom of the screen. Feedback@thetrevorblackmanshow.com. But as we continue to unearth real people with real stories, talent and knowledge that touch all communities. Coming up today, defending the defenceless. Spoken word artist Shortman tells us about why he feels the word's going down the pan. Also providing the eye candy tonight for a very metrosexual crowd, I hasten to add. Oh yes, I can see it in your jeans. Former X Factor contestant Ashley Mackenzie joins us to tell us what he's been up to since the whole buzz around the ITV1 show died down last year for him. But my first guest tonight, though, likes to play with his instrument in public, which isn't a bad thing, I have to say. It really isn't, especially as you get to enjoy the sights and sounds of his violin. Street violinist Adagio. Well, have a seat. Adagio, ladies and gentlemen, how are you?
I'm good.
Do you feel at ease?
Yeah, definitely.
I say that because your name in Latin means at ease.
Yeah.
Why did you pick that name?
Because I'm a smooth violinist, you know. I'm not hardcore like classical violinist. I take it all in my stride, very relaxed. So.
Okay, smooth, eh?
Yeah.
Like chocolate.
Yeah.
Let's just take a moment to talk about smooth. Adagio. Oh, no, seriously, I'm not going there. Not yet. No, seriously. So you're a smooth operator. Why did you decide to get into classical music and particularly choose the violin as your instrument?
Well, when I was little, I was the only child. You know, I was a bit hyper. So my mum was looking for stuff for me to do. I tried other things, and violin just ended up to be the last one that kind of cut it for me.
At what age did you pick it up?
7 years old.
7?
And I started off classically though. So.
Okay. So that journey then into the urban music, how did that happen?
Well, I'm from Hackney, and there was a lot of like R&B influences around me, reggae, soul sort of thing. So while I was doing classical studies, I was always listening to R&B and hip hop, so I thought it was better to just mix the two sort of thing.
What did your friends think about you?
Me playing the violin?
Yeah.
Do you know what? Everyone thinks that people have treated me a certain way for it, but all they used to do is come round to my house and ask me to play famous songs on the violin, and that's how I actually broke through the urban thing, like covering famous.
How did you break into working with people like Macy Gray, The Game and Estelle? Because it's not an easy industry to get involved in, particularly if you're a classical musician, that whole kind of urban and classic don't usually fit. How do you make that connection?
When I started, my first video appearance was with Shiesty, and then from there I met an agent from a record label, and he was just calling me for every hip hop act because he said all their people loved my image. So
okay, image. What does he mean by image?
Because most violinists look a certain way. There's a stereotype that surrounds the whole violin thing, and obviously with my gold teeth and stuff like that, I'm breaking the mold. So.
But you know, to me, you're kind of a nice. I was actually a sweet boy, actually. But you are. You know, you haven't got a kind of like a hard edge to you.
Yeah, but compared to most violinists, if you've seen most violinists, they're usually quite, you know, soft-looking people, blonde hair, bob, blue eyes, and you know. I think
and then you come up with a bag of jeans.
Yeah, exactly.
So do you think in some way you've become this ambassador, not only of like urban music, but equally in terms of classical music, and saying to young people particularly, you know, this is something for you, you can own this, you can make something you're really good about.
I feel like I'm opening it up a lot more, because especially on my website and on my MySpace, I get a lot of young kids from areas like Hackney and Brixton and stuff, where they're like, wow, you're making the violin cool sort of thing, I want to play now. So I think I'm giving that.
What do you say to the haters out there then?
What do I say to the haters? Oh, I don't even bother with them.
No?
No.
Good. Give him a round of applause. Good. Good. Because you're doing good stuff. You know what I mean? You're doing good stuff. So what's the future for Adagio? What's the future for you? 2008, what do you expect is going to happen for you?
Well, I've got a single coming out called I'm Through, which features a rapper called Divinity. I produced it, because I'm also a producer.
Okay.
And like the violins are my kind of, my little thing.
Yeah. So when's the track out?
It will be out November, I'm saying.
Okay.
Mid-November. We're still looking at a release date, but the video's there, finished. You can see the trailer on my MySpace. It's a really, really good video produced by Mo.
Who's the director of this show?
Yeah.
It's a nice little plug.
Yeah, he's wicked.
Pick up the one they call back. Okay, so you're smooth like chocolate. We're going to hear from you now. You're going to go off and get ready to perform. So ladies and gentlemen, Adagio on the show. Go on. Go on. wait to set up, I've got a little bit of time to tell you about a future show we're doing. We're going to be looking at the growing problem in 21st century Britain of teenage prostitution. We'll be talking to young people who are selling their bodies in order to make money and survive right here in London. If you'd like to be part of that show, maybe you yourselves are involved in it, all you need to do is email feedback@thetrevorblackmanshow.com. That's feedback@thetrevorblackmanshow.com. But for now, adagio and gone. Do check out myspace.com/adagio1. Information's at the bottom of the screen. Now, still to come tonight, former X Factor contestant Ashley Mackenzie takes it like a good one from me on that sofa as I ask him questions about what he's been up to since the series ended for him last year. And spoken word artist Shortman provides the lyrical contents. Don't go anywhere.